Alright, sorry for the late Wood Reacts video. I know it's been about a month and a half since my last video, but I'm making sure not to forget one for the month of April. Now, a lot of things have happened in the last month and a half, a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but I think for now I'm just going to keep it down to just two topics of discussion, starting with Clayface. Clayface finally has a poster and a trailer out. Now, that movie is characterized as being a body horror film. Personally, I'm not really into body horror. I mean, I've seen The Substance. I went to the movie theaters to see Together. And yeah, after seeing both of those films, which are outstanding films, especially The Substance, I think I've come to the conclusion that body horror is a genre of horror that's not for me. I like horror, but I like horror that's suspenseful, slow burns, atmospheric. That's the type of horror that I'm into. But I will absolutely go to see Clayface in theaters. Not only is that going to be a body horror and most likely going to be R-rated, but it's a comic book body horror film. And based on the poster and the trailer, we're getting pretty gnarly images of Clayface's powers. So far we're only mostly seeing, these images of his face being morphed into different ways and shapes, and that's off-putting already. But it's a great start to selling this film before it comes out. Now I'm interested to see what his powers are going to be, but the thing I'm also really looking forward to about this film is its interpretation of Gotham City. Because this is the first time we're seeing Gotham City in the DCU that's not in animated form, because in Creature Commandos we got to see glimpses of Gotham. I think we get, based on my memory, I think there were gargoyles in that portrayal of Gotham, so I hope that translates into live action DCU Gotham. I really want to see live action gargoyles in this Gotham. Now maybe I have my expectations a little too high, because after seeing the Batman and seeing that film's portrayal of Gotham, that's the best, in my opinion. It's perfect. It's the worst kind of Gotham. That's why it's perfect. It's eerie, it's completely crime-ridden, it's dark. I don't know if the DCU Gotham is gonna get to that same level, but we'll see. James Gunn is a passionate fan of comic books, and that translates very well into his films, including the ones he's producing, not just the ones he's directing in the DCU. So we'll see. This might come close to the Batman's Gotham. We'll see. Alright, second and last topic of discussion for this video. I am talking about Timothée Chalamet and Marty Supreme quite a lot in these videos. I've started to notice. I feel like we're becoming a Timothée Chalamet fan series with, with these videos. But I do want to talk about Marty Supreme. It just released on HBO Max. Within 48 hours, it became the #1 film on the streaming platform. Now that is an excellent sign. I'm glad that not only are people still watching it, but it's still sparking conversation. I mean, I think if it's topping streaming charts like this, it's gonna stay in conversation in the film media or just anywhere, because people are still interested. Who says you need to win an Oscar to still be in conversation? But this is great news, especially for this kind of movie, because this film, it's not only kind of a critique on the American dream, but it has a unique subversion on the classic underdog story that we've seen in many sports films. And this is definitely a film that's worthy of staying in discussion, and I was kind of hoping it would still stay relevant like this, and I'm glad to see that I'm not wrong. So I'm glad to see it's still in discussion. Alright, that is it for this video. It's a quick one. And I'm looking forward to May's video. I'll try to be a little quicker with that one. Alright, I'll see you around.